Welcome back. Now for your 5-day weather forecast, we go outside to Sarah.
You can expect some sunny days to start and some cloud coverage tomorrow. Here's your 5-day weather forecast. Today will be clear skies with lots of sunshine and a seasonal high of 25. This evening we'll have some cloud coverage with a low of 10. Tomorrow will be a mix of sun and cloud with a 40% chance of showers, a high of 19 and a low of 15. There is a 60% chance of thunder showers on Friday with a low of 16 and a high of 22. And Saturday expect another rainy day with a 60% chance of thunder showers and clouds rolling in with a high of 20 and a low of 13. On Sunday it will cool down a bit with complete cloud coverage, a high of 17 and a low of 10. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Now moving to international and national news. A small Somali town is mourning the death of 4 children after they were beheaded, allegedly by their Somali-Canadian father. Police arrested and charged Omar Hassan Monday in the town of Beledweyne. The mother of the children told the Canadian press today that she didn't know the motive for the alleged killings, but insists Hassan was mentally stable.
In other news from Somaliland, an autonomous region of Somalia, 2 young Canadian brothers are continuing to plead their innocence. Jamal and Liban Noor have spent 2 months of a 10-year sentence in prison after being found guilty for taking part in a gang rape of 2 Somali women. The brothers went to Somaliland this summer to visit their grandmother. The boys were swept up along with 21 other men and convicted 7 days later. The parents of the boys say they are being subjected to torture, abuse, and unfair treatment. They are pleading with the Canadian government to intervene, but say little has been done despite the government's knowledge of the situation.
The U.S. government's partial shutdown continues today. U.S. national parks and over 400 nationally maintained monuments and historic sites are closed. Essential services, including air traffic control, mail delivery, the military, and prisons are not affected. Over 800,000 government employees are currently out of work. The government shut down after the Republicans and Democrats could not come to a decision on budget issues, specifically on the health plan called Obamacare. Republicans say they will only agree to a temporary spending bill in exchange for concessions to health care laws. The last government shutdown happened 17 years ago.
The war on drugs has failed, according to a report by the International Center for Science in Drug Policy. Researchers say it is time to consider drug use as a public health issue instead of crime. The report says drugs are now at their cheapest price in 20 years, and there has been an increase in the amount of heroin, cocaine, and cannabis seized by global law enforcement. The report concludes that decriminalizing some drugs should be an option.
And now with your sports news, here's Rachel Landry.
Thanks, guys. Your Humber men's baseball team got back to their winning ways last night in a decisive 9-0 win against the George Brown Huskies. The win came after a couple of tough losses over the weekend. The Hawks opened the scoring in the bottom of the first on an RBI from Will Adams. The Hawks pitching was excellent, with Will Tanner combining with Sean Watt for the complete shutout. Next up for the Hawks is a doubleheader at Seneca on Sunday. In other Hawks news, the women's fastball team defeated the Durham Lords by 7-3 and 8-3 last night. The Hawks have extended their winning streak to 5 games with the pair of victories. Humber was in control of Game 1 with solid pitching from Jessica O'Quinn and solid hitting from Jamie Vieira. The Lords broke out early in the second game with an early 1-run lead after half an inning. The Hawks came back to lead 3-1 in the second. Catcher Kira Lansley was the hitting star in the second game, going 3 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Humber squares off against St. Clair Saturday afternoon at 1:30, and your men's rugby team faces off against Mohawk tonight. Kickoff is at 4:30. It's October, and that means hockey is back. The NHL season got underway last night, beginning with a classic matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. The Leafs were fresh off signing Phil Kessel to an 8-year, $8 million contract extension. The fight-filled frenzy saw James Van Riemsdyk open the scoring for Toronto. Montreal answered back less than 2 minutes later with a tying goal from Lars Eller. Toronto would upstage the hometown Habs, however, holding on to a 4-3 nail-biting win. Toronto is in Philadelphia tonight for the first of 3 meetings this season against the Flyers. Puck drop is at 7:30. The NFL Players Association wants to determine if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers leaked info about QB Josh Freeman being in the NFL's substance abuse program. In a statement released late Monday, Freeman says he believes someone within the Bucs organization leaked the info. He voluntarily entered the program over a year ago after he says he mistakenly took Ritalin instead of Adderall to treat ADHD. Freeman's statement also says he passed all 46 drug tests he's taken for the league since entering the program. He also says he is prescribed and permitted to take medication for the entirety of his career and that he has never tested positive for illegal drugs or related substances. That's all for Humber Sports. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. After the break, we'll get the latest in entertainment for Burkell Collins. What star's mansion was broken into, and what does Jay-Z have to say about his drug dealing past? I'll have all this and more with your entertainment news coming up after the break.